right, here we go. Westhope-Newburg, the 3 seed. North Star, the 1 seed. Who's going to be our final state champion of the winter basketball season? Our Skydancer Casino and Resort tip-off, controlled by the Sioux. Westhope-Newburg in the white, North Star in the red. Walker Broughton off the hop, couldn't get the alley-oop.
And we've seen that opening play before. They tried it in the opening round and didn't get it either.
Bailey rattles it home. Here we go, game on.
It's no coincidence that their first set is for Broughton, trying to get him going and create some fireworks, but that didn't work out. And then who else but Braden Bailey to get us started in the scoring column.
Bailey, a lethal shooter, only shot 1 3 yesterday, was hitting them from beyond the arc in the quarterfinal round, and Hagler, the response, we're tied at 3.
And we talked about that three-point shooting for North Star. They didn't really shoot well in the first game, but yesterday they couldn't be hotter from the arc, and now we see Dan Hagler getting them going.
Braden Bailey, 2 in a row. We got a 3-point shootout to start here in the Minot State Dome.
Well, and this is what you want, right? You want the best players stepping up right away and making their presence felt, and you see that for Hagler, for North Star, and Braden Bailey, one of that 1-2 punch for Westhope, getting his team going.
Simon gets it back out. Oh, a 3-point shootout, stops there, ball goes out of bounds, Sioux basketball.
Yeah, and right now there's a lot of energy in this building, right? The players feed off that, so they're running on just adrenaline right now. But I look for Westhope to kind of calm down here, have a good half-court possession, kind of see North Star come out in a little bit of a trapping zone.
Another one falls in for the Sioux. Make it 3 to start the quarter.
And obviously, North Star's keyed in on Walker Broughton, but when Bailey and Hawkins all start hitting shots, man, they're tough to stop.
Down low, Hagler stuffed. Walker Broughton gets in the action. North Star back with the basketball. Hagler baseline. Stolen by Broughton, tipped out of bounds.
And you can see the defensive intensity right here from Broughton. He hasn't found his way in the scoring column yet, but he wants in on the action, so he's going to make a big defensive play there.
Off the baseline inbound. Shot clock nearing 10. Hagler back out. Simon 3. Got it. What's going on in here, Tanner?
Both teams is hotter than a pistol from behind the arc. Getting things going right away. We talked about fireworks.
Arts can't get the roll.
We talked about fireworks in the pregame show, and we're starting to see it right now in the opening minutes of this first quarter.
5 3-pointers to start the first quarter. 9-6, Westhope-Newburg leading right here on WDAY. Standing room only inside the Minot State Dome. Hagler to make it 6 off the front rim. Tolstad long rebound. Now here come the Sioux setting up the offense.
Now, both teams are shooting, 50 and 75% from the three-point line right now.
Bailey, no good. Tolstad fighting for another rebound, picked up by North Star.
But that shooting percentage is not going to continue throughout this game, so these teams got to find a way to get something around the basket.
Parker Simon using his size. Lost the ball. It will stay with the Bearcats. We need to take a breath. 9-6, Westhope leading in the Division B Boys Basketball State Championship on WDAY. The North Dakota Division B Boys State Basketball Tournament on WDAY is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Look at the Staub Church replica here in Minot at the Scandinavian Heritage Park. Beautiful night. Hottest ticket in Minot right now is this Division B Boys State Championship. North Star on a baseline inbound. They trail by 3. Bearcats are the top team in the tournament with just 1 loss this season, coming out of District 3 and Region 2. Broughton pokes it away. Westhope-Newburg, just 2 losses this year, 24-2 out of District 8 and Region 4. Let's welcome in Rachel Herzog for the first time in this championship game.
Thanks so much, Sam. Now, there's a lot of energy going on this Westhope-Newburg bench right now. They're loving the start in the first couple minutes of this game, but the one thing Anthony was saying is we got to pressure the ball more. We're not making them play fast and play to our tempo. We need to play them tighter on defense. They've got the height advantage on
Yeah, and I mean, they came out in a zone there, and North Star was trying to get it inside, but like you said, Rachel, Westhope-Newburg doing a great job of having active hands, getting deflections there, and not letting entry passes come easy.
Broughton for three in the corner. Got it. And one. Walker Broughton, if you don't know the name, you better learn it. He's coming around. Big time three in the corner.
What's going on right now? Like, just everybody shooting and hitting threes. This is the start that Westhope-Newburg needed. I mean, they came out and had a kind of a slow third quarter yesterday, but then they had everything going in the fourth quarter, and they're picking up right where they left off in that fourth quarter of the semifinal game against Bowman.
26 points yesterday in the semifinal win against Bowman County. They had to put up 31 points in the fourth quarter to win that semifinal game.
Although both teams are hot from the perimeter right now, I really believe they got to settle in and try to get something close to the basket because threes.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
At some point, somebody's going to have to start missing a three-pointer, but I guess whatever. Just keep jacking them until you miss them, right?
Chaz Bisbee knocks down his first three.
It's contagious.
We've had 13 threes to start the quarter.
It's contagious, right? One goes in for somebody, and now they're all feeling like every shot's going to go in. But like I said, I mean, this pace can't continue for the entire game. So look for teams to try to settle in and get around the basket as well.
Broughton got it poked away. Shot clock's at 8. Bailey, the last one to touch it. North Star shooting 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Westhope-Newburg 4 of 6. Throughout the tournament, North Star was shooting 39% from 3. They turned the ball over here. Westhope-Newburg was shooting 35%. Two of the highest volume three-point shooting teams in this tournament here in the state championship.
Yep, and right now North Star just under 43%, and Westhope at a blazing 66.7% from behind the arc right now. But like I said, you know, you're not going to shoot 66% for the game. So I look for Westhope to try to get something around the basket, and you see some down screens and flex picks right here for Westhope, so they are trying to get around the basket.
And Bailey trying to get to the rim.
I like that, though. That's an aggressive, hard middle attack by Bailey. I mean, he's done that all tournament, so just couldn't quite finish there, but it's a good, strong attack.
Bisbee to the far wing, and we'll have a foul off the ball. We'll see who this one's on. Carson Simon comes back in for his twin brother, Parker Simon. I didn't see the call, did you?
Yeah, right there on Hagler, number 2, Westland. You know, I'm okay with that. They want to make every touch for Hagler hard.
Yep.
And you kind of saw how they keyed on the Duffields yesterday, and now they're making it difficult for Hagler, and that's what they're going to need to kind of win this game.
Dane Hagler finds his brother Hunter, who finishes at the rim, 12-11.
And they're trying to be physical with Hagler. They're trying to get a body on him, push him out, and they got Westhope-Newburg's got a pretty deep bench, so if they, you know, have use a couple fouls, being physical, I'm okay with that. Offensive foul on Westhope-Newburg.
We got a shootout here in the first quarter, 12-11. 3-seeded Sioux from Westhope-Newburg on top here on WDAY. After the first 2 quarters, be sure to stick around for the University of Jamestown halftime report. We'll talk with both the coaches, recap what has already been a wild first half. 1-point lead for the Sioux out of Westhope-Newburg. Their second state appearance as a co-op. Westhope and Newburgh, they've had great success individually back in the late 80s. Now they're doing it together. Bisbee, another 3 off the mark. Bailey pushing the pace. Broughton passes high. Last touch by North Star. Broughton a good job to keep it in play.
Yeah, I mean, that was an athletic play. I mean, Bailey puts that pass well out in front of Broughton. Broughton realizes he's no longer going to finish this, so just tries to salvage the play and able to throw it off the North Star defender. Great heads-up play by Walker Broughton.
North Star Bearcats, 5th appearance at state, their first one since 2014. They won the whole thing back in 2011. Broughton can't finish at the rim. Good job by Hunter Hagler to contest.
I like that attack by Broughton. I would like to see a jump stop and finish off 2 feet from him, kind of go through contact like he did in the fourth quarter yesterday.
Look at this matchup. Broughton and Hagler over and back. Carson Simon stepped on the timeline.
And that was caused because of the diving effort by Broughton. He forced the issue. If Simon doesn't pick up this ball, it's going to be a Broughton dunk, so he's got to pick up the ball, and then his foot just crossing over the line there. So great effort by Walker Broughton there.
Westhope-Newburg, their only 2 losses this season coming to Bishop Ryan, who we just saw in the 3rd place game. They fell to Bowman County. Bulldogs win 3rd place here in Minot.
It's all about getting hot at the right time, and that's what this Westhope-Newburg Sioux team has done.
So athletic from Braden Bailey. He's just 5'5", but he plays like he's 6'5".
Yeah, and he's a big reason for the Westhope-Newburg Sioux getting hot at the right time. He's had a great tournament here.
90 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back in fourth quarter. North Star has been trailing for most of it. Good ball movement on this possession. Garrett Westland back up top for Simon. Now Dilly. Shot clock at 5. Hagler left alone. Uses the window to make it a 1-point game.
And Hagler was open there because Broughton kind of got held up on a flex pick. And so Broughton's offensive player was standing open. And then you see the Westhope-Newburg defender slide over to try to eliminate that, but that left Hagler open for 2.
Broughton cross court. Back up for Bailey. Kick out. Open 3 on the wing. Just off the mark. Rebound Broughton. His shot deflected away.
And you've seen both teams cool off from behind the arc. But what I like about Westhope's threes that they're still shooting is it's inside out. You're getting middle penetration and kick out for wide open threes.
Simon going to the rim. Gets the contact. We'll have our first free throws for North Star.
Yep, and that's what you need, right? So they're cold from behind the arc here for the last couple minutes. Simon doing a great job of attacking the baseline, jump stopping, and trying to finish off 2 feet. Draws contact there.
Parker Simon, 1/2 of the Simon twins, misses the first. This is a North Star team filled with seniors. They're the tallest team consistently up and down the roster that we've seen here at the Division B this season. Average height about 6'4". Simon twins 6'4". Hagler 6'5".
And so far, they have not really utilized that in this first quarter. They've not tried to get any post touches or anything like that. So I look for them to adjust and try to use their size a little bit more in the second.
Down to the final 5 seconds. Broughton at the buzzer. Got it in.
When you're a scorer and a couple things go your way, you just find yourself in a different zone and you think everything's going in. And right now, that's where Broughton's at, where, I mean, now that he's seen a couple go through, he's going to start hitting some tough shots like that. 16
combined three-pointers in the first quarter alone. Walker Broughton nailing it to end the first. 17-13, Westhope-Newburg on top.